Hi everyone, this is Mohit and welcome back to Ingenious TechHub channel. So in this video, we will discuss PWC interview question and answer for automation test engineer. So let's move in the first question. So first question is tell me about yourself. If you are watching this series, you can skip this question. I have already discussed. Okay. So in the tell me about yourself, you have to tell your name, your current organization, your relevant experience, your skill set is very important. You have to highlight your skill set. As per the requirement, you can highlight your skill set, but yeah, what you're going to highlight or whatever you having the good, like you're very good in the selenium or cucumber, like so you have to highlight here, right? Then your current project, so current project you have to just tell in which domain you are working and which framework you are using and all. Okay, so in the introduction you have to not explain your project in the depth. If the interviewer will ask you, can you explain your project, then you can explain, right? Then your roles and responsibility is also very important. So you have to tell your roles and responsibility, like if you are working as a automation test engineer, or what is your contribution in your current project, right? So you have to tell here roles and responsibility. So I have a separate video for what is your roles and responsibility in your manual testing or automation testing profile, or if you are working in manual with automation. So we'll get that playlist in the below description. If you're not able to find, please comment below, I will share the link. Okay, so let's move in the another question. So another question is, what is the strategy did you follow while building the Selenium framework from the scratch? Okay guys, so when we are designing the framework, so we have to take care many things. Like the first thing you have, your framework is, you know, like easy to maintain, right? If you have any complicated scenario, your framework is able to, handle this. So see, as per the requirement, the enhancement will come, right? But the main thing we have to take care about of, like page object, right? So if any changes are there in your next release, then we have to not uh, struggle much to, like if you are executing the regression, or your test case are failing and all, then what will happen if you have a less time to fix it, right? So your framework is like easy to maintain, so in a very less time, we are able to generate our report for regression. So this is the main thing, while developing the framework. So I have collected some point here, like identify the scope and purpose of the framework. Before starting development of the Selenium framework, it is important to identify its scope and purpose. Second point, determine what kind of the scenario the framework will handle. Like I can say, are you going to handle here web only, or we have also API also, like we having the another things also. So we have to take care of all the scenario, like types of the test cases it will run, and the browser and operating system it will support. Okay, let me go up. Okay, so write a reusable code, right? That is the main, part, the core part. So many of people are, like asking what is the core job for automation test engineer. So reusable code, right? You have to develop your functionality, and that method is reusable, right? So if you have a any repeated step, then in your mind having like we can create a reusable method. So this method can use in any other framework, sorry, any other test cases as well. So write a reusable code by creating the utility class method that can be used across the multiple test cases. Implement the page object model, right? So that is very important. So if you are automation test engineer, or if you're learning yourself, then you have to know how to design the page object model. That is the main thing. Like while developing the page object, we have to maintain our repository. So in the future, if any changes are come, this is like we have to give the less effort to fix the things. Select the programming language and appropriate test framework. So it depend upon, for programming language and all, depend upon the client, what type of like it depend upon, like we have a Java, JavaScript, Python. It depend upon the client and requirement. Continuously improve the framework. So I have one question, like if you have developed the thing, everything is going smoothly, then what is your job, right? So we have to also like one version I have completed, then it's running fine. Then we have to also think about of enhancement of the framework, how to improve our framework, like how to it will become a more productive and all, right? So continuously improve the framework, continuously improve the framework by incorporating the feedback from the team member, a stakeholder, adding a new features, and keep up with the new trend and best practice in the automation testing. So we have to also upgrade our framework as per feedback, as per the new tech and all, right? So not like that once it is developed, then we are not doing anything, no enhancement and all, right? It will happen in any industry or any project. Okay. So what is the next question? The next question is, what is the difference between test plan and test strategy? So what is the test plan? A test plan is a document that outlines the scope, objective, approach of testing for a particular project or release. While a strategy is a high level document that outlines the overall testing approach and guidelines for the entire organization or product line. Okay. Now, what is the test strategy? A test plan focus on the specific testing activity task that need to perform the project or release, while test strategy provide the an overview of the testing approach methodologies to be used across the entire organization and product line. Okay, just you can, this is like basics testing term. Okay, so hope you understand. If you are not, please Google it and you will get better. Hope so will get some better solution as well. Okay, so what are access modifier in Java? Public, private, protected, right? So we have a four accessibility modifier because this is only private, uh, public, and protected. But we have a default also, so we can also consider. The public means you can access anywhere in your project. Private means you can access within the package. Protected means a protected class, method, variable can be accessed within the same class as uh, as well as any subclass or that class and any other class in the same package. Okay. So default, what is the default modifier? If no access modifier is specified, a class, method, or variable, like if you have a default modifier, default means there is no private, public, or protected you are using, then you can access within the package. Okay. So you can access within the package, but you cannot access outside the package. This is your accessibility modifier. Okay. So they have asked some question, write a Java program, reverse a string using a string buffer. So a string buffer, we have a reverse method. So by using the reverse method, we can directly use and you can reverse the string. Write a program to swap two number without using time variable, and write a program, find the whether the number is prime or not. I think these all the question are repeated question. So prepare well, these all the question. Okay, might in the interview they will ask you anything we cannot predict. Okay, so thank you so much guys for watching this video. If you are new in the channel, please share, subscribe, and press bell icon to get new video notification. Thank you so much. See you in the next video. Bye bye.